Yo, it's your boy JDun. Listen, I just installed the all-new Epic Game mobile store, which allows us to get Fall Guys, Rocket League Sideswipe, as well as Fortnite, all running on the Quest, and I'm going to show you how to do it, and also use controller support, which is kind of crazy for Fall Guys. Let's get into it right now. Alright y'all, so this was going to be real easy. Let's go ahead and close the Epic Game Store here. Let's also close out Fall Guys, and let's just have the browser up. This is going to be really simple, but once again, there is one prerequisite. You will need to have already watched our video on how to install any Android app APK on the Quest 3, Quest 2, Quest Pro with no PC required. That's again going to help you understand when we talk about mobile VR station, how to actually function and use that application. So we're gonna go ahead and close this out in YouTube, and we're just gonna bring up the website. I have it already linked right here, should be showing up at the bottom of the screen here, of where you need to go to be able to download this APK for the Epic Game Store for iPhone and Android. So what we're gonna need to do is download. So we're gonna go to the download button here. This is where I got caught up at first. I could not find the download option on any one of these screens, and I was like, man, that's kind of weird. It should be right there. I figured out that you have to make sure that the browser is running not in desktop mode, but in mobile website mode for this one to work. So we're gonna click on that, and we're gonna notice once we do that, we now have install on Android. So all we need to do now is click on that, and that's going to bring us to an area where we can actually download. I've already downloaded this prior to. You should see a notification right there at the top that's going to say Epic Game app, Epic Games app.apk, and we're going to let that download. And once that finishes downloading, we'll be ready to go. And remember, you can get to your downloads right here in the browser on the right hand corner, and you can see I've downloaded it multiple times just to prove that it actually functions. Now, I wish we could just install the APK here, but we cannot. But we do have a way to do it relatively easy now. All we need to do is go to mobile VR station. All right, so now that we are inside a mobile VR station, remember this is a prerequisite video that we've already went over the steps on how to do this. So I'm gonna run through some of the steps, but you're gonna wanna make sure that you go watch the prerequisite video to make sure you know exactly how to install Android apps safely and securely. All right, so we're gonna go to Android Fixes Configuration Wizard. We're gonna go to Show All Options, Configure Scope Storage, and then Request Access, which is going to bring up an option for us to then check out and see what we can install in our downloads folder. So we're going to go to Quest 3 where the download folder is found, bring it up a little bit, click on download, and we're going to scroll and try to find our actual Epic's Game App Store install. Hit continue. Because I already have it installed, it's going to say update, but yours will say install. I'm gonna go ahead and hit update here to make sure I have the latest version installing, and it says it's installed. So we're good to go. We're done. I can close out this window, and we're back out into our actual home environment, and I should now be able to open up our applications, go to unknown sources, and choose Epic Games. There we go. So as you can see, I already have Fall Guys installed. Let's go ahead and install another one here. We're gonna go ahead and install Fortnite, and let's see what else we can do. We'll do Rocket League as well. All right, so it looks like Rocket League Sideswipe has installed along with Fall Guys, and we can go ahead and install Fortnite as well, just to go ahead and have all of those installed on the platform. Go ahead and hit install on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of gameplay testing. So let me go ahead and actually turn on, I'm going to pass through real quick and turn on my Xbox controller, because I have that synced to the Quest. You can go into your Bluetooth settings, turn your Xbox controller or PlayStation controller into pairing mode, go out of pass through, and let's see. Let's go ahead and first launch Rocket League. Now, normally, if you try to open it from here and you try to maximize the window, let me show you what's going to happen. I open it from here and I maximize the window or change it. It just goes back into the Epic's Game Store. I want to be able to control the game itself. So let's close out the game store itself. Let's go into our unknown sources here. Once again, you go from go to applications, go to unknown sources, and we should see Rocket League Sideswipe, as well as Fall Guys, as well as Fortnite. So let's go into Sideswipe, and let's go into the new theater mode. Let's do that, because I think that's kind of cool. Let's put that out there. Let's see. Give it a little bit more space between us. And just to show you guys, I'm going to put the controllers down, go into full-on hand tracking mode one more time, pick up the game controller, and check it out, people. All right, I am in working this whole thing with controls. This is how we do spatial computing. I freaking love it, man. All right, so I could do this all day. Let's go ahead and jump into let's jump into Fall Guys, like we was talking about in the original part of the video. All right, so we are now about to play Fall Guys Mobile on the Quest 3. This is gonna be crazy. Let's get into it. Let's do this thing. All right, let's go. All right. Oh, hello Kitty, get out my way. Get out my way. Let's go. There we go. I am so excited playing this with my controller here, just to show y'all this is not a gimmick. I am still running and playing this game on the Quest 3. Oh my goodness, I'm doing really bad. All right guys, let me be quiet for a second. There we go. Yes. All right. So sorry, I was a little quiet, but I was able to get it going. All right, there we go. And of course, here is the mother lode of all Epic games, and that is of course Fortnite. As you guys can see, I am using controller support to go through the menu here, just clicking through. Let me go back in. Like, this actually functions and work. I can go in, take a look at different things in the shop. This is just incredible. This is all running on the Quest. I will say this, if you try to play this with developer mode turned on the Quest because of anti-cheat for Fortnite, it will not work. Make sure you turn off developer mode, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to hit the play button and it's going to give you an error message saying unable to run Fortnite while USB debugging is active. Please disable developer mode and restart Fortnite. So you're going to have to turn that off, and once it's off, you're good to go. Well, there you have it, folks. That's how you install the all new mobile Epic Game Store on your Quest 2, Quest 3, or Quest Pro, all on headset. Listen, I'm super excited about the games we have, hoping to see a lot more coming in. You know what else has a lot more coming in? You know what else you should continue to check out? This channel. So why don't you subscribe? Why aren't you hitting the thumbs up? Why don't you comment below, letting us know how much you enjoyed this content, and hitting that bell notification so you can know the next time a video comes, because I promise you, we got a lot more content coming real soon. It's your boy JDun, and I'll see you next time. Peace.